I'm excited to talk to you guys today. This is going to be really fun. I have a cool story we're going to read together, and then we'll talk about it, okay? So I'm going to put this little card here because this is what we're going to kind of focus on too. Put it here. So we're going to focus on how we can ask ourselves questions, and then we can try and answer our own questions when we're reading too. And the reason we do that is so that we can think about what we're reading, because reading is really all about meaning, right? Like, why else do we read? So we can learn new things and we can make connections and figure things out. So the story we're going to read today is about a girl named Lindsay who has a superpower. She has a superpower, for real. She has a superpower. And yeah, she has laser eyes that she uses.
I think we read this one.
Did you?
We read this one, but
Yeah.
I'm excited
Okay,
to read this again.
we're going to read it again then. I love that you read it because we can think deeper about it now. So she has laser eyes that she uses in all sorts of ways. Okay, so it's a fantasy story because nobody really has laser eyes, right? So it's not a personal narrative, is it? Because nobody really has. Yeah. So it's a fantasy story. So there's a couple words I want to show you. Why don't you just go ahead and put your finger on the word accidentally. See if you can find that one. Put your finger on the word accidentally. I know, that one's pretty easy to find, isn't it? So what does accidentally mean?
Like on accident, you accidentally did something.
You didn't mean to do it. It's the opposite of on purpose.
Not on purpose, right? Yeah, very good. So let's find another one. Let's find, let's find a phrase. This phrase is, someone is bound too soon. See if you can find that. Someone is bound too soon.
Oh.
So let's look at that sentence, okay? I gotta find it now too. I don't think anyone's noticed yet, but someone is bound too soon. What does that mean?
Bound means to find out soon.
Okay. So bound can mean different things. Words can mean different things, but it depends on what the sentence is. So they're bound to soon means they're gonna find out sooner or later, right? Okay, good. And so now we're gonna read this. And I want, since you guys have already read it before, and I think you can do a good job reading this on your own, I want you to read it to yourselves. And I'm actually gonna just listen to one of you read, and then afterwards we're gonna talk about it. But as you're reading, I'm gonna give you a little Post-it note. And what I want you to do is just write down anything you're thinking. It can be anything about the story, not about what you had for lunch, but just about the story, okay? So it might be a question, like our skill, but it could be a word you are wondering about, or a connection you make, or anything, okay? And then we'll share what you have on there. So, okay, if you get finished early, just read it again, okay? See if you can find something new to put on your Post-it note. Can you read it? Yeah.
My name is Lindsay, and I have laser eyes. I know what you are thinking, and what you're about to ask. Am I a superhero? No, I'm just a little girl in the 4th grade with a superpower. I do have to wear special glasses, though, so I don't cheat on tests. I mostly use my superpowers for popping popcorn and spotting candy from miles away. Having a superpower is great, except when you have to go to school. Sometimes when I'm thinking really hard about something, I might accidentally burn my paper. I don't think anyone's noticed yet, but someone is bound too soon. I need to find a way to contain my superpowers. My superpower. To make matters worse, I have a bully too. Her name is Patricia. She's always teasing me about my glasses, till one day she showed up at school with glasses just like mine. I decided that I needed to be nice to her. I found out Patricia was a superpower too. She can make things blue with just her eyes. It is so cool. Before I knew it, Patricia and I were best friends. I can't believe that just last week Patricia was my enemy, and now we're best friends, learning together how to control our superpower eyes.
Good job. Nice job. You guys You ready? Okay.
I have something.
Okay, I'll give you a minute to write on your Post-it note, and then we'll share. We gotta get something on there. Do you have a pencil? Okay. It can be anything you're thinking. First thing that pops into your brain about the story, you put it on the paper.
Can you write what I think about the story?
Anything, yep, absolutely. Okay, who wants to share what they wrote first? Okay, go ahead, Aiden.
Why is the other girl teasing Lindsay?
Oh, let me tell you, her name is Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Yeah.
Teasing Lindsay. Because they both have superpowers.
So you asked a question and then you answered your own question. Okay, that was really good. I like that one. That's probably why she's teasing her. Zane, what did you say?
She had a bully, and then
What'd you put on there? Let me see.
she had a bully, she had a bully,
Mm-hmm.
and teased her about her glasses. Then she got glasses and became friends.
Very good. So you kind of wrote a summary. I like that. What'd you say, George?
I forgot to add one part, but
It's okay. Just read what you have.
I said it was fictional, and it also some people can't have superpowers, but some people can have like special talents that are kind of like
Where it
superheroes.
feels like a superpower. Very good. Thank you. And I like how you made that connection. And what did you put?
I don't want laser eyes.
You don't want laser eyes. Does anyone want laser eyes here?
No.
It might be kind of weird. I don't know. You might regret it.
Maybe it's like the eyes kind of sounds cool.
Okay. So what else do you remember from the story? Aiden, what else do you remember? Jagger. I'm sorry, Jagger. You look like Aiden. What do you remember?
That she had glasses and the other person had glasses.
Okay.
And they became friends.
Good. What else do you remember?
Nobody noticed her burning her paper on accident.
Good.
What I remember about the story was that she said she had a boy that was his name was Beatrice, but one day she found out she had superpowers when she got glasses, and a week later they became best friends.
Isn't that cool how
I
you
would
can
like
change?
Beatrice's power.
You like her power better?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Okay, so let's think about our skill here that we can ask ourselves questions and we can answer them. So what question could you ask yourself as a reader from this story? I know you already asked one. What was your question again? Say it
Why
again.
is Beatrice teasing Lindsay?
That's a really good question. So,
Because they have
and you came up with your answer.
superpowers.
Okay, can we think of another question we might want to ask ourselves about this story, laser eyes? I know I have a question. How do you get laser eyes? Oh, are you born with them?
I was thinking about
Something
that.
happened to
Wait, I know.
Yeah.
Wait,
What's another one?
What about the one girl and she got glasses and then
She did have glasses at first, then she got
What's up with that? Right?
Do you have to have glasses to have the superpowers?
Very good thinking. Do you have to have glasses to have? Who has? Stop it. Don't say that. Okay, next one. What are some things that you're thinking could be answers to our questions? Okay, well, do you have to have glasses? Do you have to have glasses to have a superpower? Are you born with it? What do you think is a
Or
good?
it's like, did something happen to you? Or like, did you get bit by something like Spider-Man? Did you like,
Yeah, see?
struck by lightning.
Or struck by lightning. All of these things we're thinking.
toxic stuff? Like,
Right. Could it really happen? I don't know. Can you answer our question? Okay, so where in the story did you kind of have the most questions? Was it at the beginning or the middle?
Middle.
like it was like near like this area when like she was saying that Beatrice was her enemy and like they became friends earlier, but she had glasses and then a couple days later she got glasses and then she decided to be nice to her.
Yeah. Okay, so kind of in that spot. So why do you think it helps readers to ask themselves questions and answer them?
That like help you and like ask yourself questions like what if like what could that be if like that happened or
Yeah.
how did they do
To understand, Jagger said. So it's important for readers whenever we're reading anything. It could be a menu at a restaurant. to ask ourselves questions. What is this going to taste like, right?
What is it gonna look like?
Yeah, so reading is all about meaning. So we have to make sure that when we're reading, whatever we're reading, that we're asking ourselves questions, because when you guys started asking these questions, I don't know if you noticed this, but we started thinking of more and more things, didn't we?
Yeah.
So instead of just reading the words on the page and then moving on, we stopped and we asked ourselves questions and we thought about it, and then we thought of more and more things. I mean, I kind of want to ask the kids in this classroom if something's going on with the glasses, right? Like, I don't know, maybe. And reading can do that. Reading can make us think about all kinds of things, and it just kind of sparks all these ideas. It's really fun, isn't it? So, okay, you guys did awesome. I want to show you one little thing about suffixes. Who can tell me what a suffix is, though? Yes.
It's like end, like an end of a word.
The end of the word. So let's look for some suffixes in here that end. Let's look for the S's. What'd you get?
Glasses, yes.
Eyes at the end.
Eyes at the end. Do you see any more?
Things.
Things. Okay.
Friends.
Friends. So there's a lot of words that end with an S or an ES, and it's really important when we're reading that we find those S's and ES's, because it changes the meaning of the word. If we read the word power, but we don't read powers, it's different, right? So we have to make sure our eyes see the ends of the words too. Do you see any other ones? What about ing?
Learning.
Learning, good. Do you see
Thinking.
any?
Spotting.
Thinking, spotting. Do there any more ings? What about
Wait,
What about
I
ed?
Burning.
Burning, good.
Wait.
Popping, I see. What about ed? Do you see any that have ed at the end? Look towards the bottom, I see a couple.
Needed.
Needed, very good.
Decided.
What one was it?
Decided.
Decided. Needed. See any more?
That's some kind of lie. Oh, showed.
Showed, yep. You see it? What about ly?
Accidentally.
Accidentally. See any more?
Really.
Really? Okay, yeah.
Oh wait, did we do ing yet?
We did do ing.
I thought I saw things.
Fully?
Mostly.
Teasing.
Teasing, you saw? Very good. Okay, you guys, you did awesome on this. What I want you to do next is, I gotta get it out, find it. I'm gonna send you back, and what I want you to do is practice now, since you know how important asking and answering questions are. I'm gonna have you read those little stories, and I want you to try really hard to ask yourself 3 questions from the story that you're reading, and try and answer your 3 questions. You can keep both of these. Okay, so try and do that when you go back now. You got about 5 minutes to work on that. You can keep your Post-it notes too if you want. There you go. Good work. You guys did awesome.